All right, good morning. This is the pre-market walkthrough for the S&P 500, and we're looking at a 5-minute chart. I'm going to scroll back here to the break in yesterday. Here's the reopen for the Globex. New prices. We did pull back here, and we did see eventually we did get a little bit further break. If you remember, we said 82 yesterday. That was right down here. We got to 81.75, and then we broke up above here. And if you remember yesterday, we said on the way up that we had 08.75 and we had 13.75, and we got to 08.5 on this push up right here. And then we've just sort of consolidated between here and 08.5. So that leads us up to where we are right now, trading about 02 in that area. We've used this 97 or this 98 KP. We've got the 96.75 KP. Not super ideal for buying. And then we also have up here, we've got the 18.75. And by the way, these switched. I made a note of that. So this is actually the CPA. That's the KP. I switched those around. And then we've got 28.75. So let's just, I know this is hard to see on your screen when I make it smaller like this. So remember yesterday we said if we were to break down, watch that 65 area. So we got a CPA at 66.5. That's pretty close. We came here to 69.50. So this would be a little bit further down to here and then down to there. So what we're looking at this morning is a pullback. Let me show you something here. So if we draw that trend line in here and we were to come down here, it would be breaking both of these at the same time. Now, I'm not a big trend line draw person. I don't live and die by these things. I know some traders do, but if you look at, there are times it's useful. So if you come off of this one right here, you can see, I mean, this should be pretty obvious to anybody when you're trading yesterday, you're looking at this thing. I mean, is a perfect no, but you can see this is a steady increase on the way up. I mean, it's just playing right off this the whole time yesterday. So those are great trend lines. This, not so much, but here how this correlates, drawing from here to there, and it's correlating right here with this CPA. This is going to be important. So if we were to pull back all the way to here and this doesn't hold, we're likely going to at least go down here into this 51.75 area, and maybe even more, maybe down into the 40s. Of course, we'd have some things we need to get through along the way, like 82 would be important, and that would match right here with this. And then we'd kind of look at this area, the 71.25. So this is all a secondary scenario. The first scenario is we get some pullback, 90.5, 08.25, and then we have one price today that is, if you're not familiar with one price, that's okay. That's one of the prices that, it's just one price. It populates at 5 a.m. Pacific time. And I'll put that in the chat, but it's like, I think it's 83.5 or 83.25 or something like that. So it's really already used this 82 area. It came down here, it used that, it used it over here. So it's less than ideal that we would go up from that area, but we could see something in this like 84 or 83.5, wherever that one price is. But we could see something right there and then a push higher. So maybe a little bit of a probe of this CPA and then a push higher. But we could just, you see how we really exploded up through here. So we could just come back down here or here. This one is fairly aggressive, but we could come back down here or here and then make that push. And if that doesn't work, there should be plenty of opportunity to get it down to here. So that is the first scenario, a pullback down to here and then a move higher. Again, this would be very aggressive, and it is possible. So now let's look at, I'm going to make this even smaller. And all I want to see is what has the market used. So we could go back up to this 18.75 area. Market really hasn't used that much. And we could get this selling from there. Not as like, if we were to get up above this 1875, it's not very likely that we're going to see a ton of resistance at 22.5, although we could sell off a little bit, maybe down into this 13 area, maybe just back down to here, and then another push up to here. We've not used this, so this could be some good resistance. And we're back to that scenario from yesterday where we still haven't come back up here to 39.25, and the market really doesn't like breaking prices like this. We had this big drop here and it never came back to it. So if we're getting some recovery here, some buyers are stepping in, you see we traded down to here, we marked this area, we traded back up to it over here. We've got this 1375. Not that this is an area that you'd want to be looking to sell, it's just something to keep an eye on. And then we've got the CPA 18.75. Up above that should get us to 29. So typically you'll get to here and then we'll pull back depending on what we've used here, and then another, ideally another push up above that back up into here, and then I'd expect some decent pullback from there, or maybe that's the top of the swing for right now. So above this area I'm a buyer, and up in this area here or here, potential selling opportunities, and then up here again. So probably not, still pretty volatile. We've got 20 points between here and here. We've got 20 points between here and here. So volatile, and then some not necessarily congestion zones, but certainly less volatile areas than what we have seen in the last couple of days. So still expecting volatility, and in certain price ranges expecting a lot of volatility. So there we have it, and we will see you in MAP.